Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. Oh, I got a nice lesson for you today. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. The message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receiver. The numbers are good. We got a good thing going. I appreciate you. Let's rock. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka excuse me, know thyself. And that's my mission, and that's what I'm on, to get all right thinkers to know thyself. I give you daily lessons to make that possible. Your goal as a right thinker should be to know thyself. Tune in, get your lessons, implement them, and you'll do just that. Let's go. So I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. Excuse me. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my be true. Right thinkers. I gave a lesson last week about how is religion the root of all evil. Pretty good lesson. Everybody agree. Now I'm gonna give you one. Is self-knowledge. Excuse me. Self-knowledge is the root to what? True happiness. Well, how you come up with that? I was sitting and thinking about it. So I come up with the concept. Being happy and obtaining things don't equate to happiness. Happy is obtaining materialistic and having physical pleasures. That's happy, the momentary. It ain't happiness. Let's talk about how to reach true happiness. And I think self-knowledge is the route to get you there. That's just the concept. See if you agree. Let's go. Excuse me. When I got my first new car back in 1977, I was happy. Okay? But it didn't bring me happiness. Okay, riding around town, new car, yeah, I'm all excited. That's cool, all right. But it didn't get me or bring me happiness. Why? When I counted out $100,000 cash in my safe in my basement, took a picture with that free ego tripping. Okay, I was so happy, but still, no happiness. It's a difference. That was monetary, and it was for the moment. Yeah, and I enjoyed it. Okay, but when I got released, when I got my release date from the parole board in prison back in 1984, yeah, happy again, but nope, no happiness. Happy to be out of there, happy to be away from there. Yeah, that was happy again, momentary. Okay, dealing with it for the moment. It didn't bring me happiness. Moving on. But here's the kicker. When I had my conversation with God back in May 1st, 5/1/2013, happiness has been a part of my life ever since. Why? When I obtained knowledge of self-knowledge, when I reached that state of Neha, spiritual enlightenment, anointed, all those things, Happiness became a part of my life. And it didn't come through material things. It didn't come through nope. It was me learning and finding out who I was and becoming one with God. That brought me happiness. I understand 100% from trying to get everyone who follow my philosophy to reach that level for themselves. That's my goal, okay? And that's the name of the game. Why? I've reached it. I've done it. I experienced it. All I want to do now is get anybody I can to have that same experience. That's why I teach and that's why I do what I do is for you. With knowledge of self, happiness will be a mainstay in your life also. Why? That's what happiness is. Having knowledge of self, knowing God personally, and now life is just to live, enjoy every day. I'm not angry. I don't have attitude. I don't do the ranting thing. Every now and then I get the fever to say how I feel, but it's not because I'm angry and upset. I'm trying to make a point. So I've gotten better at that also. So yeah, why? Because of the bliss. When you reach this level of anointment, you will reach that state what we call blissed out, or we call it hotep. That means supreme peace within oneself. And you only get that when you make the connection with God for yourself. The mystical experience, the anointed, enlightenment, nirvana, whatever you call it, but you have to have it for yourself. And I keep explaining to you, right thinkers, with self-knowledge. Like God say, the Christians say, through Christ who strengthened me, I can do all things. No, with self-knowledge, you can do all things. All things is possible. Why? You got the aid, you got the help of your higher self. That's why. After spending over 35 years of my life studying and practicing to obtain my self-knowledge, to know myself through what? The rigors of practicing, studying, and manifesting for myself what I was learning and what I'm supposed to get from my lessons. And I got that, so I know it works. That's why I can laugh and smile and when somebody says, man, but I think it worked. I know, I use it, okay? But it took me a long time. So it ain't gonna happen overnight for you. But I can let you know if you're on the right track, all you gotta do is pursue it and you'll get there. Now, the phrase, know thyself. I took that personally because I know what it means and what it encompasses. A whole lot of things. But the main thing is that you get what? Self-knowledge. Academic knowledge is fine. Biblical knowledge, that's cool. Religious knowledge, oh, that's good. But none of it trumps self-knowledge. Watch this. Where we at? I built the phrase, know thyself. I built my philosophy around it. Why? Because that's what our ancient ancestors did. I'm just doing what they did, following their footsteps. I don't make up nothing new. I just use my life stories to make the point. But the message is still the same. The philosophy is still the same. I just put it under my name. It's okay. Where we at? Okay, yeah. They knew, our ancestors knew that with self-knowledge, you could accomplish anything, aka our ancestors showed you that with the pyramids. They still ain't figured out how we did it yet. And I'm saying we, because I consider myself an Egyptian, understand that. So yeah, I'm doing my best to teach what? All right thinkers, my philosophy, so that what? They can obtain knowledge of self, to know thyself, and reach what? Nihas, spiritual enlightenment, for themselves. I had the experience. Once you have it, you'll know just how it feels for yourself. And then we can share the blessing and the concept and understand that spiritual relationships. When we reach that level, we become brothers and sisters in spirit. Okay? Where we at down here? They knew, okay, we're down here. Now, if you think self-mastery is easy, it's not. Because not a lot of people have achieved it. If it was easy, everybody be doing it. Ignorance is easy. We got a bunch of that going around here. Okay? But acquiring and mastery of self, knowledge of self and master self. Everybody ain't doing that. But everybody who profess to be a right thinker, that should be your goal. Why? That's what we want you to do, to get knowledge and know thyself. So that way you and God will have a relationship one-on-one. That's the name of the game. Self-knowledge. Again, here we go. Self-knowledge is what? The ultimate power, aka what? Is to know thyself. That's the ultimate goal, ultimate power. Why? Because the thing that you got to do to make that happen for you is not easy. That's why. You can lift 100,000 pounds, okay, 100 kilograms, whatever, of weights, and you can get dual PhDs from Michigan State. But your knowledge and your strength don't come close to my ultimate power, which is self-knowledge. I trump all of that. Trust me. Okay. What I have, the knowledge that I acquire, you can get in the university classroom. Trust me on that one. Where we at? Now, I know academic scholars. I also know biblical theologians, masters of the craft, who don't have what I have, self-knowledge. So I respect what they do, and they have to respect what I do. That's the beauty part of that. I ain't running around, nope, nope. I just know what I know, and I do what I do. Enlighten you. So they respect me for that. I got a ministry too. Okay? Understand that. Mine is to educate, enlighten, inspire, and motivate all those who practice right thinking philosophy. So the goal is to know thyself. Let's go. True, what's this? I'm not gonna. Okay, yeah. Now with self-knowledge, again, you have what? Direct connection with who? God. Meditation, daily meditation and prayer, and righteous and virtuous living. You become God-like in the flesh. The power, excuse me, true power is being what? In total control over oneself when? At all times. I've gotten better at maintaining my ego, maintaining my old self, maintaining that guy who just wants to do what he want to do whenever he can. I put him in a nice position where he works for me. I don't let him do nothing until I give him the okay. So I got him under control, aka the ego. hmm If you don't harness the ego, if you don't put that ego in check, you're going to have constant problems. Trust me. Where we at down here? And that's the true power of knowing thyself, having control over thyself all the time. My power comes from, my self knowledge. And what? I acquired it and I practice it daily and have been what? For years. This didn't happen overnight. This didn't, I just pop up one day. I'm gonna start teaching philosophy. I just made up. Trust me. So I'm enjoying it right now. Why? Because it's starting to catch on. It's okay. But now, but my true happiness is what? In knowing myself. It don't get no better than that. Why? Everything else you can deal with. But if you get everything else without knowledge of self, you really just wasted your time. So what did Jesus say? Find the kingdom of heaven first. That means know thyself first. And then everything else will on your way. Trust me. I'm living right now in a state of constant what? Happiness, aka like my man Sadi, bliss, or what we know to be Egyptian concept, Hotep, supreme peace. I'm at peace. I don't have anger. I don't have no hostility. I'm just at peace. And that's a good place to be. But I can't share that with everybody because everybody ain't there. So I got to be careful who I share my blessings with. Okay. Now, moving on. My relationship. Excuse me. Oh, no, sorry. My self-knowledge brings me what? Inner peace, self-contentment when? Daily. Why? Because that's how I live. And that's the rewards of doing that. That feeling that just, at the end of every day, I reflect on what I did, how I did. When I feel good about that day, I'm going to get up and what? And do it again tomorrow. If I reflect and something I didn't like, I'm not going to do that tomorrow. Those are changes that you make within yourself. Okay, hold yourself accountable to be the best you can be. Why? He's always watching. Okay, that's integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching. You watching, so watch yourself, police yourself. Where we at? Okay, now my relationship, my possessions, my friends, none of them brings me happiness. They bring me temporary joy and pleasure momentarily when I'm involved, but that's not happiness. You got to distinguish between the two and understand the difference. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. All right, so where we at? Now, when you master my right thinking philosophy, aka become aware and have self knowledge, your happiness is coming from where? Not out there, from within. That's true happiness. And it's only going to come when you reach what? Spiritual enlightenment, when you know thyself. Then you're able to be truly happy. That's the name of the game. Again, trust me on that one. And the sooner you reach that level in life, from that point on, life is just a breeze. When you see an older person looking good, handling themselves. They did the right things to get there. That didn't just happen. You don't just fall into, no, you had to put the work in. So those people you respect, when they carry and conduct themselves in a respectful manner, you know they're living right and doing what they're supposed to do for themselves. Okay? The goal right here, nope. My self knowledge does what? Keeps me what? Hotel. Daily. Happy, supremely happy, and content with who I am and what I'm doing with myself. Total joy daily. Why? Because I have what? Knowledge of self. That's the valuable commodity. Why? Everybody can't get it and everybody don't have it. Last one, again, appreciate you tuning in. Let me wrap this up for you. This is a smooth lesson. I hope you're getting the concept. I'm going to back it up. I got another lesson coming with the another rule concept. Same thing, but just worded different. But watch this. Right thinkers, with self-knowledge, you can what? Experience true happiness when? Daily for yourself. If you put in the work to make that level of excellence within yourself, that's the rewards. I gotta calm myself down. Whenever you get antsy, excited, agitated, breathe. There you go. Calm yourself down. That's how you stop the agitation. Calm down, relax. Okay, that's what meditation is for. It teaches you how to calm yourself down with just breathing. Okay, control breathing. That's what they call it. Moving on. Now this is the last one. You know, I just told you, to experience true happiness for yourself, you have to know thyself. When you reach that level of nihas or anointment, you will have become what? God conscious. I tell you, I got God on my mind. I keep my mind on God. Why? That's becoming God conscious. That keeps me on the straight and narrow, keeps me in due bounds, keep me from going the other way. Just in case I can't control that thought, my spiritual discipline keeps me in due bounds also. That's being God conscious. How I gonna look to him? Never mind the people. How I gonna look to him in his eyes? I will live to please him, not man. Okay, that's the next level up. Okay, that's spiritual, not religious. The goal, understand this, for all right thinkers is what? To know thyself by what? Obtaining and experiencing true happiness with the endeavor that you put forth. The end goal, the end game for the goal for you is to know thyself, and that's what you want to experience. Why? That's true happiness. That's why. I'm wrapping it up. Righteous, virtuous, spiritually disciplined living lifestyle will lead you to true happiness. That I can guarantee. Ain't no other way. When Christ said, I'm the only way, he meant it. There's certain things that you can do that's going to get you there. That's the only way to get there. And knowing thyself is that way. Happiness, true happiness, is the what? The result from what? You, the individual, obtaining what? Spiritual knowledge, living by the spiritual truth, and manifesting what? True happiness for yourself. That's how it's done. No other way. They can say nope, nope, nope. In every religion, that's the way to get to God. Everybody got the same remedy. Okay, I know that for a fact. Last one, again, wrapping it up. Self knowledge is the best knowledge, hands down. Not scholarly knowledge, not biblical knowledge. Why? Because they don't bring you true happiness. They just bring you awards and a few accolades. True happiness comes from within, not without. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. Right, thinkers? In closing, may you all live to be 100, and me 100 minus a day. So I never know that right thinkers like you have passed away. I'll be back.